Nice shoes. Kampai kimi ni Jakarta. Special meeting tonight. Hello, anybody there from the previous thing? I got a message saying Shirawan could have signed. Yeah, I got another message. He was saying like either quit. So what? Maybe I came to the limit. Like I say, on this particular place, you can get 3 or 4 tries, and I think it comes to a time limit at a certain time, and so it's best to get out and then start a new one. So I'm hopefully the other people will see that. I really don't have a choice of doing anything, you know, so. Thank you. You can take that. 取ってナイフもお願いします。ありがとう。Yeah, so this morning I thought I was going to make my viral video. I had so I want to do this video where I'm pulling a car with my beard. Hello. I'm being very cheeky with women that are walking past. So, and but I look scruffy and drunk, so it's not working. And I went to check on it this morning, but the car had gone. It was a Hummer, and I wanted to do this with this Hummer, but the car was missing. So, but the guy who I was going to do it with, who was going to film me, he's a local. And I knew he was a translator, but I didn't know he also did videos and also did music. So I'm meeting him tomorrow morning, and just to find out what he can do and what he does do. So that's quite interesting. He's a very nice guy. He's American, but he's so nice. Everyone thinks he's Canadian. Like I say, he's a nice lad. I don't know. I'm not sure because he's busy doing his. He's doing his translating business and everything, but obviously he's a very smart guy, but he's just he's very humble. He doesn't drink much. I think there's a ladies' meeting tonight. They've all come out in the nice clothes tonight, and but I'll find out tomorrow and see if we can maybe do a channel together. Use his brains and my whatever it is that I've got, you know. So. It would, yeah. Like I say, he's a nice guy. His name's Jeff, and he's been married. He's his second wife. I think his first wife was a monster, and he's got like a maybe he's got a daughter about the same age as mine. She's in university, and he's got like another little girl with his second wife. Now I was looking at something the other night, and it's called Creative Commons. So you can use videos. This is what I'm going to chat with Jeff tomorrow about. You can use videos that are already out there, but because they're Creative Commons, so if you can mix up those videos and make a more interesting video with comment or whatever, or with a stupid looking face, and then maybe, for example, and it said trains was one. Now the thing, like I've got a train, and I've got a train video, and I put my phone on the tracks, and the train went over the phone. And I thought it was really fucking interesting video actually. But the one that I want to do is film a Shinkansen, and so I want to extend. So I want to extend this phone or a camera, because all the Shinkansen tracks they're built up, and so I want to extend maybe 5 meters, 6 meters, and extend it into the air and catch the train going past, when it's going past like at 300 kilometers per hour. And this is what I want to do. Now the thing that I'm concerned with, one, is it legal? Can I do it? Will I get into trouble if I'm waving a camera like fucking 2 or 3 meters away from the train? Because it could cause concern for the driver if they ever saw it, or it could concern for people, So that's one thing I want to find out. But I'm sure it would be a good video. Yeah. Like I said, well, I'll have a word with Jeff tomorrow morning, But the thing, so one thing was, in my job, I've got some rods, and they extend, and they're like for putting light bulbs in very tall ceilings. And I'm just wondering if I could use one of those, or actually rent or borrow a vehicle, where I could go up and film the train. And there's a very famous American photographer, where he sets up all the lights, and all these fucking lights all over the place, and he films this steam train coming through this fucking area. It's a very famous photograph, should I say. Hello, Red. Where are you from? Do you know the song Red by Taylor Swift? Poland, really? Okay. Okay. Where do you live in the UK? Okay, good. Be careful in London. Anything happening recently? Have you just found this by chance, Red? If not, please click on the notification bell and subscribe, please. Yeah. So have you found this by chance? I've only done one Polish video, and that was with my mate called Jadzik, and he was working for me, and we did some kind of video where I was boring him to death. Yeah, just check out that video. Just put in warehouse yard Jadzik Polish, and he might come up. Like this, Jadzik is a very big guy, massive guy. Well, that's what I like to think, Jennifer. But this is why I got angry with TKY or Sam the other day. And he was talking he's made a second video now, and he's included Ryan Boundless this time. And he's saying Ryan Boundless talks in Japanese and he goes around to all these places. Well, that's what I do times fucking 5, because I do all that shit. I talk in Japanese to Japanese people, then I explain in English, I do lots more fucking interesting videos than fucking Ryan Boundless. And he put Ryan Boundless at a sea. The bud in the streets. Yeah. So no, but I like the what I the what I, the one that I like with the Japanese boys. And when this guy was talking to me, and then he goes, and I thought I got makeup on, and I said, like, have you got makeup on, you puff? And yes, exactly. Well, I'm sure I can be annoying, but I'm certainly not in Ryan's class at that. But I saw his recent video, and he was with his new girlfriend, who is very smart and very pretty, by the way. And but she's complaining about him because he's got mucky shoes. Now, this is what you should never do when you've got a smart girlfriend or wife. Is never give her a fucking open question, because they'll fucking give you the answer that you know is hanging in the air, but you don't want to. Or they can be, without a doubt, yeah. But so his recent video, he's got like these. His girlfriend's complaining about his dirty shoes, and then he goes, but it's very muddy around here and it's wet. This is why they're dirty. Then she says, well, clean them. Men cannot win against women, and this is why you never ask a woman a fucking leading question, because you're gonna get a fucking answer you don't like. No, she's very nice. She looks very nice. So he's the that's what he should have said. Don't you know that I'm the dream crusher? So, Red, I don't suppose you're subscribed to Ryan on his. Yeah, I should write a song for that Dream Crusher. I wrote a song the other day, but it was in my head, and you know, because very famous hip hop is very popular form of dance or music or whatever, but also hip hop, it sounds like chip shop, and people make jokes about hip hop and chip shop. And I wrote a song the other day, and I think I can recall it. But I've got to write it down. I've got to put it down so I don't forget it, or film it so I don't forget it. And so it was related to Kirsty MacColl, and so I was working at a chip shop. And they used to call me Elvis. So it's around that, and so it's like, and then because Kirsty MacColl had a very famous song. There's a guy that works down the chip shop. They call him Elvis. Just like you told me that he was true, something like that. But Kirsty MacColl's a very, very famous song. Kirsty MacColl, if you didn't know, Kirsty MacColl, she was the girl in the Fairy Tale of New York song with the Irish band, the Pogues. That is Kirsty MacColl. I think she's like one of England's sweethearts, but she died very tragically, so it was very, very sad. There's a guy who works down the chip shop, swears his Elvis, just like you swore to me that you'd be true. Yet, actually, she died in Mexico. She was on holiday with her husband and boys, I think, and she got run over by a fucking rich cunt speedboat by the very rich. He was the son of a very rich person, and so he never got jailed. She was very, very young when she died. The boys were like, the boys were, 5 and 6 or something like that. She shoved the boy out of the way. Oh, this is it. This is the video that I was watching of. I don't watch it, but I know the title. Life After 40 Sucks. This was by Ryan, so I'm going to do a Life After 60 Sucks. the dream. What's that? What's that song? Is it Moonraker? Boo, doo, doo. Do, 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 do. The man with the golden touches, eh? The man with the golden. And that could be like a Ryan's song in the form of a Bond theme movie. Now I'm sure Ryan would like that if I did that for him. Dream Crusher. He met a gaijin after 48 sucks. Ryan's a cook. Could I imagine? I have got a great imagination, by the way. That is something I couldn't. Well, I suppose I could actually. He could be like a miserable Scottish 007. I made some money, Penny. Do you realise it's raining outside and I forgot my umbrella? And Rie will not be very happy about that because she's just done a 15-hour shift. That could be a great fucking idea. Ryan Boundless as the next 007. I think we'll need a special vehicle to get through all this mud in Kenya. But they do have very big supermarkets, so we'll be okay if we want to get materials for making bombs for a quick escape. Oh. I think I'll have to finish that and fucking walk home. I've got the bike outside, but I think I better leave it here. It's about 6 minutes on foot. But I was planning to strip some wire. But I've been putting videos into my new channel, my new playlist called Our Gary Classics, and that's when I decided to re-upload this Taylor Swift thing. I wonder if I could tie those two in. I can't remember I can't remember what she wrote on a paper though when she was writing to The Boy Next Door. If I could tie something in with that could be good. Hey Stefan, that's my brother's name, by the way. I don't know if you know that. I can't remember where you're from, Stefan. What's that? Where you from? Oh, do I? Yeah. Well, if you're doing as well as him, you'll be all right. That's it. Yeah, but don't forget, I'm also getting old stuff and I drink, so. When I worked for Telecom, I had 2 years. I was in the. Yes, I do. Yeah, and it's always good to get some people that are like in remote. I'm sure he had one the other week from Tuvalu or something like that. or the Micronesian islands. So I thought that was pretty cool. And what was I saying now? Yeah, when I was worked telecom, there was this guy Roy. I didn't forget his name, and he was in the Navy. And he said to me when I told him that I went to join the Royal Marines. He goes, "You're not a Royal Marine, or you're not Royal Marine material." And but I proved him wrong because I joined, even though it was the reserves. I proved him wrong. I got in, and his wife died, and I went to see him, and he just couldn't remember me. So, and I thought, fuck you, don't cunt. What do you mean you can't remember me? You come into the office all the time. But like I said, but his wife had just died, and so he had other things on his mind. So, like I said, and don't forget, I'm not, I can't see people. So I'm just looking at names on a list, and I can't see people, so I don't have that. But like I said, but regular people like Jennifer lives in Colorado. She's a nurse. Ed, he's a fucking crumpy old cunt who lives in Las Vegas. And then I got Ty. He's an Indian that works in Vegas. And then what was the other ones? Well, there's quite a few. I'm sure I can't remember. And the jobs and where to live. So Stefan, what's your job? And Tariq, I can remember Tariq after today. He's working in Bali, and his mom and dad are in England. You make steel wire ropes. Wow, I'm from Sheffield, and I'm sure we make steel wire ropes in Sheffield. I also used to work down at coal mines, and we used to use the steel wire rope for the cables. For the lifts that used to drop all the men into the bottom of the pit, and they used to have to splice these together to make a very long fucking cable, because the mine we went to was like 800 feet deep, and so we needed a very long fucking steel cable. There was like three cages into one, so it was like this. It was 1, 2, 3 stages where you got into the what am I doing in the work? It looks at the moment, I'm trying to avoid it, Red. Like moving shit and taking things away. So this guy called me, he bumped into me, but what he was clearing houses, but he wanted me to help him take the fucking crap away, which was basically all the steel, with little bits of steel, machines, things, pots and pans, which were aluminum. And it's not as great as he thinks it is, but it's because it was like fucking $3,000. It was like $30, something like that, $40. But the interesting thing was that these houses, when you take them, clear them, they have some interesting things. And one of these interesting things is on the truck now, and it's because I was a telephone engineer, we used to get these phones in a box. And so when you were testing a wire to the house before you installed it, because it wasn't done at the exchange, so you would connect the wires to the landline, and then you would ring it up, and that's how you would test that the phone was okay. When it was installed, it would be okay. Now, I think the guy that had this house, he was an engineer of some kinds, and he had one of these, and it looked like fucking from the 1940s or 1950s, something like that. It wasn't even in a box, it wasn't in a carrying case. It was just, it had a battery with it. When our case, the battery was self-contained in the case. The battery was separate to this, so it could be like an historic find. It could be worth something. I'm not sure. Oh, she's coming out. Is she not coming out? this lady's just come out of the toilet and she was reminiscing. You know Glee? You know the sportswoman in Glee? She's like her, that big. They're not as tall and not as blonde. The coolest thing I found was like a fucking. It was a 10,000 yen coin, and I fucking left it in the toilet. I went back, it was gone. Yeah, I've got samurai swords, all kinds of machines. I've got like a. I got a kit. I went to this woman's house, and outside the house, there was like this kit. It was a. You made your own amplifier, and there was no top to it. It was just like that. But when I switched it in, it still had the red light on, and I sold that for 30,000. I had there's a wartime battery phone, I think it was, or radio. I sold that for 30,000, and that was from the war, and that was from Canada. So it was. I've received lots of interesting things. I did a long time ago. That portable shrine I had 5. They were fucking worth 5 million yen, but I couldn't do anything with them. 5 million yen this fucking shrine was, but it's difficult to sell. Of course, yeah, because people forget about a lot of shit. I found that coin, it was in a drawer. I found money. I found fucking all kinds of things. It's definitely interesting, without a doubt. Yeah, I got a sword from. It was an inventor's house, and he had all these little motors and things, and he had a sword from the First World. I've still got it, but it's just a piece of rust. I've also got clothes as well. I've got somewhere in the house. I have got a fucking Ichiro baseball. Wherever it is, I don't know, but it's in the house with the recognition. What's a? I don't know what a Hanzo is. I don't know that. Like in Kill Bill. I saw Kill Bill 1, and that was the biggest load of bollocks I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I saw Pulp Fiction in Hawaii on our honeymoon with the wife. And that was we walked a long way to it, and that was quite good. We enjoyed that. And then when we got married, it was more like Kill Bill. I don't. But what are you talking about? Epes? But don't forget, the katanas were very strong. There were swords used for fighting, and there were short ones as well. You know, the Japanese, a few hundred years ago, they were very, very skillful with these swords. But like I said, as for comparison in that, I don't know. I just know there's more. I know that they're sought after, the katanas. But I tell you something, I know this guy, and he does EI. I don't know if you know what EI is, but it's the art of withdrawing your sword and sword work. And there's a few gaijin that do this. It's on the Monday night at my local gym. But the thing is, Aido. I thought he's anyway. So this skill. So he was teaching. They wouldn't let me film, or they wouldn't let me put it up on YouTube. But the teacher, who I know for many, many years, he had a white gown on, you know, like kendo, but he had a white gown on with a big flowing. It just looked absolutely fantastic. I want to take a photograph of a small film he's 71 now, and it did look super cool. And they've got real swords, and they've been practicing with the wooden swords and the big gloves. So because Emmerich, I was thinking of the. So I was thinking of a song one Monday night class, and I was thinking of the old MacDonald song, E-I-E-I-Do. Old MacDonald was killed by a Japanese, was stabbed by a Japanese. E-I-E-I-Do. Thank you. That's my. I thought. Now this is Sue. And when I used to come in, because the chips they're just covered in salt. And now, can you imagine working in the kitchen and they don't have fucking vinegar? Do you know why they don't have vinegar? Because most of the food is fucking cooked in a warehouse and then it's shipped to here. And I brought in this vinegar the other day because I had some cheap chips, and that went with the salt. Oh, I haven't sung that song next to them, of course. I only thought about it later. Maybe Japanese people do know Old MacDonald. They probably do, yeah. I am in Nagoya. No, I'm not in Nagoya right now. I'm outside of Nagoya. I'm about 15 minutes away. Where are you from, Emmerich? And yeah, you might have said it before, pal, but like I say, remembering names is getting names and places and people. It's getting difficult, especially for being TK. Well, yes. Well, I said to him a few months ago, can we do a fucking collaboration? I said, if I came to Tokyo. Yeah, he gave my messages arts. He loves my messages. Hello, Elmer. Yeah, he may well do. No, but I thought he did actually, and I just thought he might have like given me a bit more of a. He left it very simplistic, but on his second video today, he was like praising Ryan Boundless, and he said he was a mate. How the fuck can you even have Ryan as a fucking mate? He's fucking weird. It may be because he was. Yeah, so what's happened there? What did happen there? Which one, Jennifer? Who and who? Victor and TKYO-san? Oh, really? Well, he just said he was a mate of his and he gave him like a B rating or a C rating. What? So TKYO-san met up with Boundless. Anyway, talking about cringe, the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life was were they both like sucking up to each other? I saw fucking the President of the United States of America, Trump. He was like fucking hugging he was hugging old Betsy, is it, the flag, like it's like saying he was trying to love the flag, and he was like looking at the people that was watching him. It was fucking unbelievable, embarrassing. Oh, fucking love to see that video. That is something to take the piss out of. Well, I think, yeah, but this was particularly cringy. I think like with Victor, he's got this thing where he always seems he'd rather be in a different place than where he is. So, and there are a few Americans like that. But like if I'm getting fed up with people, I just tell them to go away. What do you think of? Oh, I can't remember. Fucking Victor's best mate in Tokyo, the guy from New Zealand. Like TKY-san was sucking up to him the other day. You know, this image of me, it looks like someone that's like fucking asking for an apology because he's getting killed tomorrow. Cheers, Stefan. Thanks for popping in, pal. Take care. Be careful with those wires. Yes, this is TKY, 150 kilograms, the fat cunt. So I had a go at him the other day because he upset me. So, but I have now taken that video down, or I've made it private. Yeah, that is like now my stomach is like getting to the point where I'm like touching the steering wheel, and it's getting embarrassing. So I've got to lose weight. It really is. I don't know. I don't know how they can get that big. I really don't. And then someone will upload this video like in 2 years' time. Yes, that I was planning to do that, Jen. But I keep on saying this is the last day. I bought some bread today so I could have some beans. My meal was going to be beans on toast. And then I just thought, one more beer at the yakitori shop. Just checking the amount of piss in that. Yeah, come back to the helmet. The keto does work actually, but I have tried it. I lost 8 kilos and then I just forgot what I was doing and came back on. It does work. It does really work. If you can do like the 16, you know, like 8 and 16 hours off, it works. Hello. I like women that dress well. Okay, but comfort's the. She's quite. Comfort's a fucking clothing softener, isn't it? Yeah, I can understand that comfort, but it's. I have in the past few years. I've done I've eaten 2 meals at once, and but you just. And sometimes I just can't understand people how they can just, for example, eat like a fucking kilo of fucking ice cream or 4 packs of biscuits or 2 pizzas or 3 pizzas. I don't understand. You've got to. I just don't know how they do it. It's. But anyway, the point is they shouldn't. No, I don't. I don't agree with that, Angel. You got to. That's a working out diet. You've got to do the 16 hours no food, 16 hours no food, and that's it. That's the best way. It works. I've done it 2 or 3 times. I know it works, without a doubt. And once you get past that first 1 or 2 days of like your stomach wanting food, once you get past that, it's good. Well, 8 kilos is a lot of water, isn't it? You lost 50 kilos, wow. Japanese food is quite healthy, but I'm not Japanese. The thing with Japanese, why they're so slim, is because they don't snack in between meals. They drink a lot of green tea, which helps very much. They're not having like sugar in their fucking 3 or 4 or 5 coffees a day. They're having green tea, they're having brown tea. It's just, and this is why they live the longest in the world. And basically it's because they drink fucking green tea and brown tea, and they don't snack. So if you're an expert on it, why, I don't know, once you got that big, and then I really think so. Elmer said maybe it's time to turn Japanese, and I said I really think so. Of course, that was one of the best songs ever. And the Japanese boy, he's my Japanese boy. Number 50, you weighed 100 kilograms and down to 50 kilograms, but 50 kilograms is not a good weight. So just eat high protein powder for every 4 hours. And how long did you do that for? Or did you eat other food as well? Did you take that protein with milk or water? So if you eat that every 4 hours, did you also eat other things every 4 hours? Okay. Can Angel? Can I ask you? Are you male or female? I'm guessing female because 50 kilograms is really too light for a man. Maybe I should give it a go. Did you do that with low fat milk? For a man, which is, well, my mate is 5'8", he's 57, but you can see the fucking, you can see his bones through on the back of his hands. Yeah, that's 50. I couldn't. I was down to 72. My lightest has probably been 72 kilos as an adult. Yeah, I couldn't imagine me being under 70 kilos. Mm. Maybe just get a new pair of glasses, Elmer. Well, looks like Elmer, we've got our advice there. Let's give it a go. Well, I am at my all-time heaviest now. I'm 110 kilos at least. So yeah, I'm just gonna get that beans and toast out of the way tomorrow first. But what if you just did? I think that autophagy is very sensible because it helps you. Your body's eating its own fat. So okay, but they're very expensive. I've seen those big protein bags. They're very expensive. Why not just eat eggs? No, but like but combine that with the your body eating its own fat. No, I need to go on one though. So what's on my mind now is maybe June do that, or do a lot of days. I'm saying like 30 days without beer, but I just wondered how much weight I could actually lose. Yeah, but I'm not really one for fucking counting calories. The most weight I ever lost was like 20 kilograms in about maybe 2 months, 3 months. But I was running like 6 miles every day. Well, that was a long time ago and I'm still here, so I guess it was. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to fuck about like that. I just want to, for example, if I just stop drinking beer and stop sugar in coffees, but let's give it a go. Anyway, I better get off, brush my teeth, and looks like I want to maybe do a little bit of work. You'll see. I'll check out my. Please, if you're watching now, everyone who's watching us, please check out my channel and just check out my latest video that I put out. Made it before a long time ago. It's Taylor Swift and Santa sex tape. So please watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Because my battery's down as well. Cheers, everybody. Good night. Bye bye.